In 1992, at the start of her promising career, a young and determined Charlize Theron began taking her first steps toward fame in Hollywood. With a burning passion and the grand dream of becoming one of the most renowned actresses, Theron made the bold decision to leave her homeland and settle in the United States. In 1960, the enchanting Italian actress Claudia Cardinale was at the height of her artistic trajectory, captivating the cinematic world with her brilliant performance. Her triumph in the Italian scene quickly transcended borders, and in no time, Cardinale solidified her position, receiving acclaim and recognition on a global scale. Pablo Picasso, one of the greatest artistic minds of the 20th century, poured profound passion and energy into the conception of Guernica, one of his most emblematic and expressive pieces. In 1937, with creative fervor, Picasso secluded himself in his Parisian studio, focusing his efforts on crafting this magnificent and evocative work. In the 1930s, Les Halles was not just a market, but rather an epicenter of activity and culture located in the heart of Paris, France. With its always bustling corridors, it was a place where Parisians would gather to acquire a wide variety of fresh foods and products. During one of the Cannes Film Festivals in the 1950s, a stunning Brigitte Bardot, at a mere 19 years of age, commanded attention with her breathtaking beauty and unparalleled charisma. Even at such a tender age, she had already established herself as an icon, capturing and enchanting the hearts of admirers and a global audience. Released by Sharp Corporation, the Sharp boombox emerged as an icon of portable sound devices, especially acclaimed during the 1980s. What made it even more revolutionary for its time was the incorporation of a mini TV, solidifying it not only as a trend, but also as an innovative milestone. In the 1870s, amidst the whirlwind of transformations that Japan was experiencing during the Meiji era, a period characterized by rapid modernization and openness to external influences, journalism began to flourish and gain ground in the country. The Arctodus simus, commonly referred to as the short-faced bear, was an extinct species that roamed North America up until about 12,000 years ago, during the latter phases of the Pleistocene. This majestic creature represents an intriguing part of the continent's prehistory. Around 1950, a futuristic vision was imagined where a mother and her daughter, both American, returned from their shopping aboard an advanced spaceship, gently landing at their residence. This scenario, stemming from the imagination of an optimistic era. In 1937 in Boston, a peculiar hot dog stand emerged as a favorite haven and gathering spot for local residents. These stands, often called hot dog stands in English, were more than just establishments. They represented a tradition deeply rooted in American culture. In 1942, the young Ava Lavinia Gardner, at 19 years old, immortalized her image in a photo for her work card at the iconic MGM. That photograph not only captured her striking beauty, but also radiated the magnetism and brilliant potential of a star who was about to shine. In the 1960s, Raquel Welch, with her unmistakable beauty and captivating charisma, began to leave her indelible mark on Hollywood. It was at the end of that decade that she embraced her first significant role in the world of cinema, serving as a starting point for a stellar trajectory. An intriguing Chinese statue of the Buddha has captivated and puzzled many due to its enigma and uniqueness. Molded in papier-mâché and adorned with a golden layer, this is not a mere decorative piece. Inside it rests a mummy, which many believe to be of Lu Kuan, a renowned Buddhist master. In 1948, the Los Angeles Police Department witnessed a historic moment regarding women in its force. The female trainees, who were beginning to carve their paths as police officers, had their first experience with the new revolvers that the institution had recently added to its arsenal. By the late 1950s, Jane Mansfield and Marilyn Monroe shone brightly as two of Hollywood's leading lights. Their professional trajectories and the intricate contours of their personal lives inevitably put them under the same spotlight, leading to frequent comparisons. In 1962, in the French countryside, a genuine and touching moment was immortalized. A group of young boys was seen carefully carrying their mother's purse. This visual record encapsulated not just the purity of childhood, but also the precocious sense of duty and responsibility. In 1894, deep within Delphi, Greece, archaeologists unearthed a monumental relic, the statue of Antinous. This discovery was not just an archaeological triumph, but also a window into a thrilling historical narrative. Antinous, a young man from the 2nd century AD, held a special place in the heart of the Roman Emperor Hadrian. In 1942, At the height of World War II, a communal practice emerged among the civilian population, the collection of discarded metals, known as scrap drives. This initiative aimed to provide resources for the war effort, turning discarded materials into vital instruments for the production of weapons and other equipment. In 1946, the sky witnessed the rise of the B-36 Peacemaker, an aerial combat machine that represented a monumental leap in military aviation technology. One of the features that distinguished this colossal aircraft was its remarkable propulsion configuration, combining 6 powerful piston engines with 4 advanced jet engines. Born on November 22, 1958, Jamie Lee Curtis is a renowned actress who achieved recognition in the 1970s, establishing herself as one of the leading Hollywood stars. Her undeniable talent, genuine beauty, and charisma turned her into a prominent icon of that era. In the backdrop of Italy in 1929, a charming scene imbued with tradition unfolded, in which 2 boys were dedicated to skillfully drying pasta. This period marked a time when the artisanal production of pasta was a deeply rooted practice in the rural regions of Italy. Situated in Lalibela, Ethiopia, the Church of Beit Georgis stands out as an architectural masterpiece dating back to the 12th and 13th centuries. This ecclesiastical gem is among the 11 unique rock-hewn churches that characterize Lalibela. What lends the Church of Beit Georgis its exceptional notability is the feat of being meticulously carved from a single imposing solid rock. In the year 1994, behind the scenes of an Aerosmith concert during the Get a Grip tour in New York, a radiant aura filled with anticipation lingered as Liv Tyler, a young and talented actress, awaited eagerly. She was notably the daughter of the band's lead vocalist, adding a touch of personal connection to the scene. In the distant year of 1916, in the frigid waters of British Columbia, an impressive scene unfolded. The fishing boat, New England, cloaked in a mantle of ice. During this period, fearless fishermen braved the harsh winter conditions, embarking on a courageous quest for sustenance in the freezing waters of that area. In the distant year of 1953, the unmistakable Marilyn Monroe, with all her charisma and allure, extended her wishes for a happy 4th of July to the audience. This greeting constituted an affectionate gesture from the renowned actress, whose beauty and captivating personality were her trademarks. In the year 1921, a car accident unfolded in Washington, resulting in a scene of chaos. During that time, motor vehicles were gradually becoming more popular. However, the roadways didn't have the same level of development and safety that we enjoy today. Located in Ephesus, a historic city in present-day Turkey, the Library of Celsus stands majestically as an ancient and impressive structure. Built between 110 and 135 AD, this library is a splendid testament to Roman architecture and the profound cultural richness of that era. In the territory of South Dakota lies Deadwood, a city that became an icon during the late 19th century. Its rich and notorious history defines it. Established in 1876 during the Black Hills Gold Rush, Deadwood emerged as a center of excitement, attracting prospectors, adventurers, and legendary figures. Pyotr Mishvenyaradze, the legendary Soviet water polo player from Georgia, emerged as an iconic figure in the sports scene of the 1970s and 1980s. By the 1990s, he was already enjoying his well-deserved retirement, having left a lasting mark on the world of sports. In the year 1991 in Italy, an iconic image was captured portraying the stunning Monica Bellucci in an art gallery. During this period, Monica was already emerging as a prominent figure in both the world of acting and modeling, solidifying her rising trajectory. In the distant year of 1926, an iconic image was immortalized, featuring the legendary actress Greta Garbo posing alongside Leo the Lion, the famous MGM logo. This record captured a moment of singular significance in Garbo's journey, as she was at the height of her popularity and ascent as one of the greatest stars of the silent film era. Hiro Onoda became renowned as a Japanese soldier who exhibited unwavering tenacity and stubborn refusal to surrender after the conclusion of World War II. Deployed to the island of Lubang in the Philippines in 1944 as part of the Japanese military strategy in the region, he became a remarkable example of dedication and resilience. On a significant day, October 27, 1990, a memorable appearance by Mariah Carey and Patrick Swayze took place on the Saturday Night Live show. During this occasion, Mariah Carey, a young and talented singer on a steep rise, stood out as the musical attraction of the night, leaving her mark on the show. In the vibrant London of 1877, a skilled lyricist was immersed in his work inside a studio. During this period, the practice of handwriting was still common for creating documents, letters, and even for crafting artistic projects, adding a personal and careful touch to the productions of that time. Recognized for her beauty and dramatic prowess, Jennifer Connelly, a highly talented actress, saw her name rise to prominence during the 1990s. By this time, she had already solidified her career in the world of cinema and was about to light up the screen with iconic roles that would propel her to an even higher level of recognition and stardom. In the 1890s, horse-drawn buses were a widespread mode of transportation in various cities around the world. These vehicles were designed for carrying passengers, with traction provided by 2 or 3 horses, depending on the design, resulting in a common and picturesque scene on urban streets. In the distant year of 1890, a Western tourist, possibly one of the earliest known enthusiasts of Japanese culture, had the opportunity to pay a sum to be photographed alongside a samurai armor, an incident that underscores a growing interest in Japanese culture at that time. The opening ceremony of the Tournoi Summer Olympic Games, held in the city of Moscow in the year 1980, endured as a truly magnificent spectacle, marking the beginning of one of the most eminent and prestigious global sporting celebrations. In the year 1991 in Ethiopia, a poignant moment was captured in an image depicting a young person standing in front of a toppled statue of Lenin. This snapshot powerfully captured the political and social transformations taking place in the country during that period, illustrating the potent reflection of the change being experienced. In the year 1972, the talented actress Linda Carter, then 21 years old, participated in the renowned Miss World beauty pageant. This globally scaled event is recognized for bringing together women from different parts of the world who represent their respective nations in a prominent competition. In Gafsa, Tunisia, one of the notable Roman pools stands out among the 3 that exist, with 2 of them remaining open air. Dating back to the 2nd century BC, these pools have an impressive depth of about 5 meters and are fed by hot springs, a feature that adds to their uniqueness and historical value. In the year 1883, Paris witnessed the construction of an impressive replica of the Statue of Liberty. Known as the Statue of Liberty of Paris, this replica was conceived by the French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, who also played a central role in the creation of the renowned statue now standing in New York, United States. In the majestic temple of Bhuvaraha Swami, located in Tamil Nadu, India, there is a remarkable stone sculpture that captivates visitors with its beauty and intricate details. Dating back to the 10th century AD, this masterpiece is a sublime representation of a woman adorned with a long braid, showcasing the artistic mastery of the era and imparting a charming aura to the sacred environment. In the image dating back to 1899, we can observe a woman dressed in characteristic attire of that time, standing near a water pump. During that era, it was common to have only one water pump in villages, and people used it collectively, showcasing a sense of unity and community. Betty Brosmer, one of the iconic models of the 1950s, not only worked as a model, but also made her mark as a businesswoman and author of successful books focused on health and fitness. Her influence extended beyond the runways and the pages of fashion magazines, significantly impacting broader areas of life and well-being. During the period from 1984 to 1986, the iconic Statue of Liberty underwent a significant restoration process aimed at preserving its magnificence and splendor. Located in New York City, the statue stands as one of the most widely recognized and admired symbols of the United States. On Mount Qinghuan, located in China, you can behold a majestic sculpture of Laozi, dating back to the Song dynasty, which spanned from 960 to 1279 AD. This impressive work of art was meticulously carved into an imposing granite stone, bearing witness to artistic skill and devotion to portraying the illustrious Laozi. In the 1860s, a nostalgic scene unfolded when a British veteran of the Peninsular War, who had shown bravery in battles fought in the Iberian Peninsula between 1808 and 1814, chose to pose alongside his wife for a photographic portrait. In the year 1944, amidst the tumultuous years of World War II, a unique suburb came to life, revealing a clever secret. Behind the ordinary facade of a residential neighborhood lay a fully camouflaged aircraft factory, a remarkable example of creativity and ingenuity. Marisa Tomei, a talented actress from the United States, garnered recognition and appreciation during the vibrant 1990s. Born on December 4, 1964 in New York City, Marisa took her initial steps in the performing arts through theater before transitioning into the film industry, where she shone prominently.